Show me your hands now! Show your hands! Stay down! Stay down! Show your hands! Turn around.
Right, stand there. Put your hands up for me.
Turn around.
Wow, what's all this about?
Don't know, mate. Don't know what.
You don't know what it's about. You've handcuffed me.
Right, relax.
I'm relaxed. You relax.
Right, don't face me.
Don't face you?
Oh, yes, don't
Why?
face me. You're getting aggressive towards me.
I'm getting aggressive because I'm asking why you've got me cuffed.
Yeah. Relax.
Well, tell me what's your grounds for having me cuffed.
Huh?
What's the grounds? You need grounds to. You can't just go up and members of the public, right, and handcuff people like this.
Right. From Bishopsgate Police Station, and PC Tutwell, we're searching under Section 1, okay?
What's your grounds?
Grounds for... yourself has been, or you've probably been seen with a knife, okay?
A knife?
That's why, yeah, potentially, yeah. That's why you're going to be searched.
From the moment the officers arrive, they escalate. Tasers out. No questions. No dialogue. Straight into detaining two auditors calmly filming on a public pavement. Their excuse? A supposed sighting of a knife. But that claim wasn't based on evidence or even their own observation. It was a false report from private security, and the officers swallowed it without checking. Instead of verifying, they went straight to handcuffs and shouted Section 1. But Section 1 of PACE doesn't give police free rein to act on rumor. It requires reasonable grounds. A man holding a camera on a public street isn't that. One look would have made it clear. No weapons, no threat, no crime. By leaning entirely on an unverified claim, they turned bad policing into something legally indefensible.
What are you filming?
Is it illegal to film?
No, it depends where you're going to film and what you're doing.
Am I in a public place?
I don't know. When you're trying to go in buildings and in private
No one's
car
tried to
parks
go.
and in
No one's
private car parks,
No one's tried to go in there, sir. I mean, don't forget. Listen, let me tell you this, though, sir. Right? Don't forget, you've got a phone call alleging that people have got knives. Have you found any knives?
No.
So people are lying then, aren't they?
Not necessarily. Well, members of the public.
Huh?
Members of the public. So doesn't matter.
It does matter.
You're going in and out of buildings you should not be going in.
Have you got any proof that we have been in any buildings that we're not supposed to?
We're checking the CCTV.
I suggest you do before you make stupid allegations like that, sir.
I haven't made an allegation.
What's your number, please?
I haven't made an allegation.
What's your number, please?
I haven't made.
You've just told me that I've been trying to go into buildings.
No, I said the allegation is from public that you've been going in buildings. I haven't said I've seen you doing it.
So he said it's a knife. You were saying that we're supposed to be going in buildings.
Members of public have told us. So that's all we're going by.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay.
Right. So all they're going to do is just take your details.
No, they're not. I bet they don't.
You're going to refuse to give your details.
I'm not going to refuse, but am I your bloods? If I'm your bloods, I'll give you them.
After a full search finds nothing, the sergeant shows up and starts throwing random accusations. When asked why they are being treated like criminals, he blurts out, "I don't know. You're trying to go in buildings and private car parks." No proof, no footage, no reports, just a desperate excuse to justify a failed search. Then comes a key moment. The auditor asks the obvious, "Have you found any knives?" The sergeant admits, "No." So when the auditor says, "Someone's lying," the sergeant fires back with one of the most ridiculous lines of the encounter. Members of the public, it doesn't matter. That one sentence says it all. He's basically admitting that anonymous false claims are enough to detain and search someone, and that the truth, once exposed, doesn't matter.
Sorry?
If I am obliged to give my details, I will. If I'm not obliged, then it's not refusal, is it? It's not a refusal.
Well, you don't have to give your details.
Yeah, so that's not refusing then, is it?
I'm not going to stand up.
Yeah, because you've tried to word things, don't you, man?
Does anyone, I'm just asking because I don't know what's been asked of you already.
Sarge, listen, I'm not going to give you no hard time, mate, you know.
Just so you know, I'm not ignoring you. I don't want to ask you the same questions that officers have already asked.
No, I'm saying I'm not going to give you the hard time.
Has anyone asked this gentleman, or have you been asked what photos you're taking and what you're taking images of?
Sarge, can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course you can.
Right. Do you know the police, right? They work on what they know, don't we? We don't work on what potential.
I do. I work on potential.
Right.
I work on why are three individuals here taking pictures of vehicles parked in the back of buildings,
going up to the back of buildings.
That's what I work on. That's not normal behaviour.
Okay.
For me, under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, we have a power to search you and search any images you've taken.
When the auditor tells him police should act on facts, not guesses, the sergeant snaps back, "I do. I work on potential." That's not a mistake. That's a flat rejection of lawful policing. The law doesn't let officers detain people on hunches. It requires real, objective grounds. Potential isn't a legal standard. It's how you end up policing imagination instead of crime. He then tries to defend himself by asking why 3 people are taking pictures of cars behind buildings, as if that proves wrongdoing. But it doesn't. Filming from a public space, even if it shows private property or luxury cars, isn't suspicious. It's legal. People take car photos every day as a hobby. The only potential here was a sergeant projecting his own assumptions onto a scene he never bothered to understand.
You've got to have grounds.
I have got grounds. I've just given you the grounds.
And let me tell you this, Sarge.
Plainclothes officers be taking photos of vehicles, and why are you at the back of the building, coming up to the back of this building? I want to see if you've taken
Because
images.
the security guard engaged me in conversation and asked me what I was doing.
Right, and why did the security guard ask you what he was doing?
Because I was looking at that car there, because it's a sports car.
What car where? Oh, okay, right. For me,
that's all.
Looking into the basement area of the back of a building is suspicious behaviour.
Suspicious is not against the law.
No, it isn't.
Right.
It gives us grounds under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
I know you're saying knife up there, Sarge.
Right, so that's
You've already done that?
No, we haven't. We searched under Section 1 because we were told there was a knife.
Okay.
So you haven't been searched under Section 43(1.
No, but you've searched us, so you don't need to search us again then.
Well, we can search your images under Section 43.
But you've got it up. Right, listen, let me tell you this then, right? There's a memo that went about to all police stations, right, to say that photography in public is not illegal and shouldn't be used. And listen, let me finish though. This is the important bit, right? And shouldn't be used to use Section 43 under. Yeah, it does.
But we're not saying
and that's from the National
images.
Chief
You're looking
Constable.
at images. Doesn't matter. Within the back of a back of a building, that's suspicious behaviour. And for me, that is covered under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
Even after the knife story fell apart and the Section 1 search came up empty, the sergeant just couldn't let it go. The auditor calmly explained what actually happened. Security asked what he was doing, and he said he was simply looking at a sports car. The sergeant even acknowledged the car, but instead of backing off, he escalated. For me, looking into the basement area at the back of a building is suspicious behavior. That's not suspicion based on facts. That's optics, nothing more. And worse, he tried to use it as fuel for more power. When the auditor rightly reminded him that suspicion itself isn't a crime, the sergeant agreed, then dropped the bombshell. It gives us grounds under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act to search your stuff. Think about that. After admitting the knife excuse failed, he was now threatening terrorism powers just to get into the auditor's camera roll. That's not lawful policing. That's retaliation, moving the goalpost because the original justification didn't stick.
So what will happen now, you're going to be let go, but I'd strongly suggest, obviously, if you are filming and auditing, to be exceptionally careful with what you're doing, because we will get called back again, and it's likely...
And you'll treat us fairly, you'll treat us fairly, won't you?
Listen, that's what we've done now, haven't we?
No.
Now that you don't suspect anything, can I come out of this?
Of course I can, and that was what I was saying.
Yeah,
So, that's what I was
no, that's unwanted contact. It's unwanted contact. Get off me, man.
Let go of him. Listen.
Don't talk like
listen.
that. Don't talk to me like that, Sergeant. I won't talk to you like that.
Listen. That's all I've said. Listen. How's that rude? I'm asking you to listen.
If I'm shouting,
You're shouting.
No, if I was shouting, you're shouting. Listen.
I'm just saying listen, because you're looking at me. Listen to me a minute, right? So, based on what I was being told, looking in the building, obviously my colleague's got some more information now, and I've had a discussion, and we agree, we all agree. Listen, we all agree there's not enough under Section 43. That's what I was trying to get to. We've got to that, right? But your behaviour, taking images and photos...
Is it illegal?
No, it's not illegal.
Well, there you go then, so will you stop saying that, please?
Because we don't know until we stop and talk to you and deal with it. We don't know until we stop and talk to you what you've been doing.
I got roughed up, man.
The Section 1 search came up empty, and the sergeant even concedes that filming isn't illegal. By all logic, that should have been the end of it. But instead of closing it down, he lingers, still trying to spin the auditor's perfectly lawful actions into something questionable. Not because of what they actually did, but because of where they were standing and what direction the camera was pointing. It's pew grasping. He can't take further action. There's no legal basis. So he leans on vague language, repeating the word behavior as if saying it enough somehow creates grounds. It doesn't. Not in law. The supposed threat is gone. The story has already collapsed. And now he's just filling silence to save face. At that point, the only thing left propping up the stop is his presence, not the facts.
Well, I didn't rough you up, so you was put in cuffs.
Clown did.
That's your words, not mine. You was put in handcuffs for whatever reasons. I wasn't here when you was being cuffed, all right? So, but we've had a conversation now, so you've been stopped. The initial allegation for a Section 1 search was because we were told there were knives seen. That's why.
Sarge, listen, I don't feel as though we've had a conversation. I feel as though I've been shouted at.
Well, I haven't raised my voice, so you have, but I haven't. I haven't needed.
That wasn't lying, you know, Sarge.
That's right.
But Sarge, can I ask you just
I've asked you to listen, that's all.
Okay, can I ask you to listen then?
Yeah, of course.
Can you have a copy of my stop search? You're the sergeant.
Stop searching, but I didn't stop searching.
Because I've called him a clown, he doesn't want to give me it.
Well, it's your right to have a copy of that.
Well, tell him then. Excuse me, clown.
Hello.
Sergeant said you've got to give me a copy of the stop search.
I said you're entitled to a copy of your stop search.
Fine.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Now, I haven't got it on me.
Oh, you here, most of.
Listen.
Creative. Listen to the officer. He'll explain, all right?
That's
He's
what
not
I'm
an
saying.
officer. He's not an officer, Sarge. He's a constable.
Right.
He's still an officer.
No, he's not.
Do you want to listen? Do you want to listen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me your email and I'll do that. Or you can go in front of Misconduct Police Station and you can collect a paper copy. Do you understand?
See you later then. Ta-da. Are you getting a copy? Here, he's got a copy, here. He's got a copy. You little tyrant.
The officers walked off thinking that was the end of it. But it wasn't. Torb and the other auditor took the unlawful detention straight to HNK solicitors, and the police were forced to respond. No apology, no accountability, just legal backpedaling. Their excuse? An officer thought he saw something like a sheath. That single, vague comment snowballed into tasers drawn, cuffs applied, and a full Section 1 search.no knife. No offense, no threat, just guesswork passed off a suspicion. And the force doubled down, insisting the detention, the handcuffs, the taser threat, and the pepper spray were all lawful and proportionate. Based on what? A face covering in a gray bag. Not one officer verified the presence of a weapon before escalating. But the truth is in the payout, £500 quietly settled. They can dress it up in legal language all they want, but the settlement tells a real story. Deep down, they knew the search was unlawful, the force was excessive, and the justification collapsed the second the tasers came out. Even worse was the sergeant's mindset. He admitted no crime was committed, yet still refused to disengage. He leaned on behavior and potential as if they were crimes. That's not lawful policing. It's imagination dressed up as authority. And it led directly to an unlawful stop, an unlawful search, and a financial penalty the taxpayers had to cover. What should have happened? Simple. Observe, engage, verify. Not charging with weapons drawn and assumptions locked in. But that's a recurring failure. Act first, justify later, hope the paperwork covers it. This time, it didn't in the end. This wasn't about one bad stop. It was about how easily power gets abused when officers abandon facts and start policing feelings. The payout confirms what the footage already showed. This wasn't proportionate, it wasn't reasonable, and it sure wasn't justified. It was unlawful from the start. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me continue with independent coverage. Also, check out Torb. His channel's link in the description. Show him some support. Thanks for watching. This was Rate the Audit, and I'll see you in the next one.